Yo, check. It's your boy DJ Hen, and you now tuned into that Chit Chat Live, where all we do is small talk. I got my girl Chelse and Leah B, and they're about to get into that real grown folks talk. So kids, do me a favor. Do your homework, brush your teeth, and go to bed. We ain't finna play with you right now. Oh my God. Oh my God.
My page ready to go.
Amazing. Now, if you would like your business, product, or service featured on the Chit Chat Live, make sure you email us at thechitchatlive@yahoo.com. Now, I have a quick announcement. Listen, for all of you loyal followers that are watching from either my personal Instagram or the Chit Chat Instagram, what are you doing? Go over to YouTube. Now, you can either click the link in the bio, or you can go to youtube.com and search the Chit Chat Live and watch us there. We got some videos to show you. I know you want to see who my co-host is. We got a lot of things to show you, and you only going to be able to see me if you watching from the Instagram or if you're watching from Facebook. So head on over there. We have the comments. You can comment. We are going to read them. So head over to YouTube. We appreciate you, but head on over there.
Yes. And also, we have a Cash App. Please support us at $ the Chit Chat Live. Send $2.50, send $5, and $20 if you're feeling frisky.
I've been sad. Ain't nobody even send us no dollar.
And it goes into production. It's not like we going shopping.
You know what I'm gonna do? We gonna have a pastor back on here, and we gonna have him do one of them speeches that they get to give
right before the collection,
the offering.
Yeah, right before.
And we gonna make sure y'all feel bad enough to give us some offerings. Okay?
Yeah, for real. Jeez. It's going back into the podcast, folks. So.
Yes.
Help us out.
$ the Chit Chat Live. Y'all got us on here begging. Like, come on now.
We're not.
I know we entertaining. Just give us a little dollar or two, or 5 or 20.
50. It all adds up eventually,
Whoo, child. Okay. So, what's been going
on? Not much. Just, jump back into this dating pool again. I'm finally, I guess, ready after being traumatized. So it's interesting, but it's good.
Hold on one second. They say YouTube is acting up.
Yeah, we're not getting.
It should be on track. There's a little delay.
Production said there's a little delay. We are ready to go. So head on over. Head on over there.
Yeah,
I'm
not getting it either, Luke.
Go on over.
Yeah, and we're going to be answering all comments, questions, so make sure you guys participate and let us know what's on your mind.
All right, so you said you're back dating.
Yeah.
How's that been going?
So far, it's nice.
What's nice about it?
I'm not saying anything else.
Oh, wow.
No,
you really?
It's refreshing to know that there are men out there that can be men and be romantic and do nice little things. I'm not too thugged out to do nice things for you.
Yeah.
So that part I do appreciate it. It's just a little nerve-wracking because, I got PTSD, but it's not bad.
Hold on. Luke, they say it's no audio.
I'm on it.
Zach says nobody cares about the dating. How's that dick?
I haven't had it yet.
And I think that's how it all, like, the dating phase is so fun.
Yeah.
Because when you first meet somebody, they want to woo you and win you over. It's just like once you get that 1 year in, things start to change.
Yeah, and that's what I don't like. I do not like change. Like, be who you were in the beginning.
You're not even going to be the same from the beginning.
Well, I don't expect a total 180 though.
No, not a 180.
180.
It's 180.
Yeah, I don't want a total 180. Like, if you're not who you were as far as like behavior, I'm not expecting you mentally to stay where you are because I don't want that. But behavior, don't change because I will leave you alone.
No, what I'm saying, I don't expect for that person to go from like being sweet to being an asshole.
But that's what happens. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what happens. So I'm over it. But you know.
You gotta keep hope alive.
Well, my client just got married at 53, so there's hope.
Oh yeah, that is. Is it her first marriage?
No, she was in a marriage for like 25 years, and then they ended up getting divorced.
Oh yeah.
And then I have a couple clients like that actually, and they marry some ballers too. Like, yeah, definitely upgraded.
Yeah, I had a client who it was entering her second marriage too. I think she was married for like 25 or 30 years. You said you got a vacation coming up?
So, not really a vacation. I'm gonna go to Orlando for a few days. I need to just get out of here for a few days and just.
You deserve it.
Yeah, I need to go. Like I feel like when I'm here, I don't really relax. Mm-hmm. Even when I'm off, I feel guilty. I feel like I need to be up. Like today, I was dumb tired.
You was up way early this
morning. Girl, I was up
talking about me.
6, and then it was just like I felt like if I laid back down, I was being irresponsible. Like I know I got things that I need to be doing. Like I knew I wanted to print some shirts. I knew, it's stuff that.
Show them your shirt. It's super cute.
We gonna dump him if he don't do right. If he don't do right, we dump him.
Yes.
But yeah. So I just, I always feel like I always feel guilty. Like I should be doing something.
Yeah.
So I just, But yeah, I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to go to Dallas next month with my brother. He wanted me to go to Mexico, but I'm not really a fan.
Of Mexico? I mean, all you do is sit by
and they have racist tendencies in Mexico. It's crazy. Yeah, it's sad.
But I mean, when you're on the resort, you don't really.
I don't really like resorts. I like to be in the streets. Like, I want to be out with the people. So, I don't know. But what about you? What you got going on?
I actually don't have anything.
What?
Yeah, I don't have anything.
Not you, Miss 10 Jobs. You should have been Jamaican.
No, because I'm not trying to talk about work. Because I talk about work every time. So, yeah. Yeah, YouTube is not working, guys.
Yeah, it's not.
Zach said, I hope they had a hoe phase before they got married again. That's interesting. I don't know. I have to ask them.
I think so. These older people be trying to act like they be, but funky doesn't even, they be laying it low and spreading it wide. No, I think they do be having their little whole phase. I really do.
I don't think some people do that.
Girl, they do.
You think so?
Yes. They just, some people do it in the closet and some people do it outside.
All right. So, yeah, I can't think of anything that I have going on personally, which is sad.
It's not sad because that means you actually got some rest this week. Maybe.
Nah, I didn't get any rest. So, I mean, yeah.
We got to plan a vacation or something, kid.
Something. Even if it's to the Hollywood Beach, something.
No. That ain't no vacation.
What was I going to say?
Okay.
Anything made you upset this week?
Yes. We really try to stay out of the politics and racial things. We try to keep our podcast like very easygoing, and we like to gossip, but just the fact that there's racism when you're in the middle of a war floors me. Like just watching some of the videos that I've seen, and it's like we're in the same place. Like we're both trying to get on this train. So if a missile hits this train, we all gonna die. Don't matter what color we are, don't matter what race we are, don't matter where we come from, we are all going to die. So it's just like, it just irritates me how, in spite of everything that's going on, people can still find time to be racist. It's just very sad and it's very irritating. And I just realized that it's all over the world.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
I think a couple things that made me mad is something that also made me mad last week, which is people taking their badass kids to the nail salon, bro.
What happened?
You know what happened.
No, you had another one, though?
No, that was it.
Yeah, but that was your client, so I know it really hit you hard.
I'm like, do not, if your kid cannot sit still and shut up, and you know that before you bring them to the nail salon, do not bring them. Stay home. We don't want your money. Like,
yeah, and she came with multiples too. Like, she didn't even come with one.
And then they let their kids like go and grab the polish. Now, what happened when your kid break this polish? I'm going to make you clean it up.
No, but when they get cut, they're gonna try to sue you.
Yeah, then they're gonna try to sue, and that just leave your kids home. If you don't have a babysitter and you know you got badass kids, leave them home.
Yeah.
Okay.
Please.
Leave them home.
We don't need it.
I had to get that off my chest because that was really burning my insides. That was burning my insides. The other thing that made me mad has to do too with kind of like the things that are going on with Ukraine and Russia. There's been, I don't know if you follow Sean Kingston. Is that his name?
Sean King.
Sean King.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I just added a little bit of extra to his name.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, just other people like they're always reposting. And I don't know, you guys can tell me if I'm wrong. I just feel like everybody is aware of kind of like what's going on. And when you repost without a solution or without some type of action, I just feel like, why are you doing that?
Well, a lot of people don't like him. They feel like that's what he does a lot of the time when things happen. He's always posting the worst of the worst of the worst. Never like a solution or, you know, something positive. It's always negative. Jason Lee hates him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he hates him. So,
but and then too, I mean, I go on social media for shits and giggles.
Yes.
And so if you just like, I think if you're just constantly reposting things that you saw, just be mindful of it because you know people don't know what's gonna pop up on their timeline. You know when other people repost it, and I just think that instead of reposting something, if it's something detrimental or something that is going on, like try to find a solution. Like post it and be like, hey, call your superintendent. Oh, that's for schools, but I don't know. I'm not really into politics, but call your city commissioner and
city council.
Give me some type of solution if you're going to post it. And Sean King, like you trying to be an activist, like don't just post stuff just to post it. Like you should have some type of solution and some type of call of action for
and
us
people like I don't know, they let social media like really affect their day-to-day. I'm on social media all the time because we do this, and this shit is not affecting my day-to-day. I open it, I scroll through, and I keep it pushing. Like you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna let Instagram dictate my life,
right?
Because the majority of the people on there are faking anyway, so it's just like, you know,
and reposting something is not activism.
No, like, it is not. It's definitely not.
But okay, moving right along. That was my 38 hot for the week. We got some trending topics. Are you breaking into the first one?
Do I really have to talk about T.I. being a comedian? T.I. has found a new passion, and it's comedy. He revealed that he's been hard at work, sometimes doing multiple shows in one evening. He says that in about doing 2 weeks of comedy every day, sometimes doing 2 or 3 shows a night, he's learned and earned respect and approval from some of the funniest in the game. What you say?
Is there any names of who?
Yeah, no. I know him and Godfrey were going back and forth because, you know, comedians take that coming on after them. They take that very serious. So it's like, you know, a little beef going on with that. But he's been doing it for 2 weeks. People have been in this game for like 20 years. So they might be like, yeah, it's cool because you're T.I., but
everybody has to start somewhere. So it's like...
Yeah, but because he's T.I., he doesn't have to do the brunt work. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, oh, I can go to, what's the comedy clubs? Any one of the best comedy clubs and go on after the headliner. And they don't like that.
Well, here's the thing. He did his work. It was just in the music profession to gain his fame.
No, boo-boo.
No, I think no matter what.
That's like going into the music industry and saying, I did all my work as a drug dealer. You don't got to
ask
for my stripes.
That's like a chick. That's like a chick.
Not respecting the game.
Well, drug dealers do use their money to kind of elevate their music careers.
But that's like a chick coming in the nail shop that barely could do nails but wants to sit there and try to take all your clients.
That means she didn't earn her stripes.
He has not earned his stripes is what I'm saying.
I feel like he at least earned his stripes when it comes to
rapping,
popularity and fame.
Right.
So if he's able to go to a comedy show and pack out seats without people knowing if they gonna kiki or haha or whatever the case may be. He doesn't
pack out seats on his own. What he does is he goes to these comedy shows where people that have already proved themselves, and then he goes on and does his little skit.
Does he ask them?
I don't know, child. Godfrey apparently not, because he wasn't. Yeah,
Godfrey said he did not.
Yeah.
So nobody knew he was gonna be there. That's like going to the Dania Beach Improv, not knowing, going there to see Michael Blackson or someone else, and then at the end of it, T.I. coming on.
Yeah, it's just
I don't see anything
that's
wrong with
because
that.
you're not in that
bonus.
profession. You gotta imagine how hard it is for comedians. Like that's like a one man thing. Like there's no team. When you're on that stage, you're on your own. You got people throwing tomatoes at you if you suck. Like
They is not doing that.
Girl.
They not doing that. And they might still do that. They might still clown him if he sucks. The only thing he's doing is going to a show that's already, scheduled and saying, hey, at the end of it, I want to put on a little bit extra. I want to give a bonus.
Yeah, but he shouldn't go after. That's the problem that the comedians have. If they're the headliner, they want them to do it, and the show is done.
And or ask.
I see the asking
Andrew Schultz said that.
I see the asking portion, but listen, if even in our industry, if you come to me, right, and I do your nails, and then in 2 weeks you want to go to somebody who's only been doing nails for 2 weeks, go be my guest.
Girl, we've been there. We've been there.
Be my guest, because at the end of the day, I've already showed my talent, and then now you have to try to live up to what I've already done.
But then guess what? In 2 more weeks, they right back in your chair.
Exactly.
We've been there.
But it's their show, so it's more like the other, like them bringing their own nail tech to finish the job that they got started at. Like they go to your shop, they let you start, and then they have someone else come finish and tip down.
Exactly.
I'm still in here, especially if it's somebody
care.
who hasn't been in the game as long as me.
No, you got to hear what he just said. If you start their nails and then another nail tech that barely knows anything comes in and finishes your job
in your shop,
and then they tip them. Oh, it's
the lady who came in here there with all her kids, honey. Go to somebody else, okay? I don't care if somebody been doing nails for goddamn 5 minutes.
Yes.
Go to them.
Yes, for sure.
I definitely think he needs to ask before he goes on, but I don't see that being an issue.
Yeah, because you're not a comedian. See, Andrew Schultz said the same thing. He doesn't really care, but some comedians
if
do.
It's somebody that.
But Schultz is selling out arenas right now, so he doesn't. Why would he care?
I think the only reason somebody would care if it's because now T.I. is getting the publicity because people are like, oh my God, T.I. was there versus the person who was the headliner. Okay. Because T.I. is just famous.
Well, we got some comments. Jacqueline Smith says money talks and T.I. knows that. Tatiana says, but the real question is he funny or people just laughing because it's T.I.?
Now, I don't know if he's funny. I heard a couple of snippets of his comedy, but I mean, I don't really know.
I think we have a clip actually. Also, I don't know. I think T.I. is too.
Dr. Hollywood said he's trying to get himself in the spotlight. Yeah, that's pretty obvious.
But he's been in the spotlight. Like, I don't understand.
Zach said, I see movies all the time not knowing if they will be good. I'm pretty sure all that is planned out. Well, I mean, you would think it's planned out, but it's not.
It's not.
Because some of the other comedians have been kind of
Schultz said people walk in and say, hey, I want to do a few minutes. And they just let them go up.
Yeah.
Sometimes they ask. Sometimes they ask. Sometimes they don't. I think we have a clip.
On the Grand Hustle General, putting his mic skills to test at a comedy club. In a 2-minute clip, T.I. does a stand-up routine about infidelity.
If you ever get into the area of cheating, that's no man's land. Right? You don't want to do that. Like, it's hard to have friends and shit. Like, let me ask y'all a question. Can you be in a committed relationship and still have a friend from the opposite sex?
Yes.
Now, if you it don't count. The lady's like, yes, it do. It still count. It still counts. You see how motherfuckers ain't shit, man. Ladies cheat way better than us, so don't get into the game, okay?
He has a couple chuckles, but I would say he's still very entry level. So I wouldn't feel no type of way.
Tomatoes.
I honestly would not feel
tomatoes.
But you know what's not funny, and it's crazy because this is kind of getting more of the spotlight. But isn't T.I. and Tiny kind of like in some legal situations right now?
No, not really. Oh. They never
launched into anything.
Mm-mm.
Well, Kimora Lee's husband is definitely making headlines. Tim Lessener, right? Liesener is Kimora's latest husband. Don't chuckle over there, Luke.
He's German, so that's the only reason why I know it's
latest
like
husband,
that.
and he is a mess. He is currently on trial for his alleged involvement in a multi-billion-dollar embezzlement scheme. He's testifying against Roger. What is?
I don't know that. NG,
who was in charge of Goldman Sachs division in Malaysia. They were pocketing millions of dollars, and now he's snitching. He's expected during any trial secrets. Oh, as expected, during any trial, secrets come out. He admitted in court that he faked 2 divorces in the U.S. and China. He submitted fake documents to marry Judy Chan in 2000 while he was already married. He photoshopped divorce documents in 2014 to marry Kimora. Dang.
Yeah, he's a beast.
He must have really wanted to marry her.
She left the Amistad guy for this. Remember, she was married to that guy, Diamond. What's his name? Diamond Henshaw. He the African guy, the real. I don't know.
I know one thing. Kimora need to write a book because she be getting the money, the men's with the money.
Yeah, and they tried to accuse her for using that money to open her businesses, and she was like, "Nah, bro, I've been modeling since I was 12, and I got 2 kids by Russell Simmons. I'm good."
Right, Kimora is a true life sugar baby. Okay.
Yeah, she started herself off. She's been good.
It'll be interesting. I haven't read much up on this. Do you know any like behind?
He's going to prison for sure.
You think so? He's too rich for that.
Girl, he's not rich. That's the problem. So when he was with the wife that was here, the one in between these two, he wanted to buy a house for him and Kimora to live in. And he tried to play it off like he wanted her to invest in his business. But he didn't have the money to buy the house, but he couldn't let Kimora know that he didn't have the money to buy the house. So once the wife, I guess she did her due diligence, and she was like, "Oh, nah, bro, we not about to do that." And I guess she put up the paperwork now and was just like, that's it. That ain't it.
So I feel like he's a Tinder swindler. What do you think?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
It's so crazy how people, you know, I understand like the average day man trying to, you know, perpetrate like he got money by wearing, you know, like a lot of gold chains and da-da-da. But this man acting like he got millions on millions of dollars.
And she had a baby with him too.
Oh, they have a kid together?
That's her baby daddy.
Her baby daddy. Well, good thing she got
that's her baby daddy.
Another baby daddy who really got the coins.
I don't know, but speaking of Tinder swindle, I know this is not on the docket, but the family that he was faking to be part of.
For the Tinder swindle?
Yeah, they pressing charges on him.
Oh, really?
As of today, yeah. Because he was pretending to be, you know, the Diamond, the V family. Yeah, they not with the shits.
My phone died.
They're not with the shits, so would you need Apple?
But I feel like, how did they not know all this time that he was making that stuff up?
I guess once they put it on Netflix, that was it. Like, that brought everything to the light. So
they should have been known that.
I don't know.
They should have a Google alert every time their name is mentioned on a website or anything like that. I feel like they definitely knew. So
we have a great question right now.
We do have a really good question. We did post it on our social media.
Yes.
Earlier this week, and there was a meme that a guy posted originally that he said that, you know, when you're dating, especially if you're dating multiple people, it could get expensive. Yeah. And so if you're spending $100 on a date and you're dating, you know, maybe 3 to maybe 8 people within a month, that it can start to get outrageous. Yeah. So the question is, how much do you spend on first dates? And we got a variety of different answers. And I think it all depends on your income. And that's what it boils down to.
Well, I went on Reddit just to see. You know, Reddit is lit. We gotta really do something with Reddit. People were saying like $20 to $30 for 2 people. Where are we going?
I can't even buy groceries right now for $20 or $30.
But where are we going for $20 or $30?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to understand, because nothing costs $20 to $30. Even if we go get a pretzel, it's not going to cost $20 or $30.
I mean, and it's not about finances. I'm just talking about like logically. We're both of us gonna go.
Now, if you were trying to be sweet, you would have to be a very creative man and be like, okay, baby, let's go for a walk on the beach. And then we go get an ice cream
Slice
cone,
of pizza.
It's like, or I create a picnic setting.
No, that's cool. But it's still gonna be more than $20, $30.
No, I think you can make it. Like if you
But for a first date though?
A first date.
No, I think there should be some effort put in the first date.
Dr. Hollywood. Well, that some people would say that that's effort, making a picnic like on your first date.
No, for sure.
That's definitely
but
effort.
what are we eating for $20 or $30?
He could have made some spaghetti.
I don't eat spaghetti. So.
You don't eat spaghetti. Okay.
No.
He could have made us. He could have got us some pub subs.
I could rock with some
He
pub
could got
subs.
us some pub subs, some lemonade, and a little bottle of Tito's.
I could rock with that.
Well, no, the Tito's, he would have to be the very little bottle.
But I think I would have to really like you.
To do that?
Yeah.
But what if you don't know? What if he's just like, okay, baby, I'm gonna take you out, and then he surprises you, and then it's like a nice candlelit dinner.
The effort is amazing. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah,
something.
no, the effort is great, but I feel like it has to be an attraction. Because you got to realize you're dating. So dating means I'm dating people. So I'm going out on dates. So you're trying to figure out where you want to be. And not saying it's about the money. And yes, I do love the effort because the thought is what counts. Mm-hmm. But I feel like on a first date, maybe you should shoot, a little bit higher.
So, because sometimes there's men who make money and they can take you on a date or take you out to dinner and spend $300-$400 for you to go out to dinner, and it's nothing to them. It's like them literally spending $40.
So let's reverse it. If a woman was paying for a first date, how much should we spend?
Who doing that? No, I'm just saying. You ever had somebody do that, Luke? A woman, if y'all watching and you had a woman pay for the first date.
Please tell us.
Let me know. Let me know what she did, baby.
I mean, but what's wrong with that?
I haven't done it, so I just don't know the rules to it. Let's go to the comments. Dr. Hollywood said you get $100 total if I don't get some coochie before I hit $100. She did. Chili's 2 for $30 with a dessert and 2 margaritas.
See, I told you Chili's had that.
Now, first of all, I don't really eat at Chili's.
Me neither, girl.
I don't eat there. So normally, if a guy oh my God, one time a guy tried to take me out on a date and he was like, "Let's go to the Golden Corral." I almost
not the corral. To the corral. See, that's a waste for me because I can't eat big portions. So it's a waste.
I didn't even respond.
Yeah, no.
Like, no, we're not going to the Golden Corral.
Jacqueline Smith said, "LOL, the dollar menus at McDonald's, but my first date he cooked for me." See, I could dig that.
But I don't know if I'm trusting to go to your house.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely not going to your house.
And it's a little bit weird because I have to trust that you clean too. Mm-hmm. No, I'm good. Yeah. I have to trust that you clean and you don't got roaches in your kitchen. So I kind of need to know you a little bit.
I've seen some rough videos with guys cooking in their house.
As a man, if you be like, "Oh, come over to my house and cook for me on the first date," I'm going to assume that you just want to smash. Period.
Well, yeah, don't ever invite me to your... I mean, it's extenuating in certain circumstances, though. Sometimes it's unavoidable, but...
But as a woman, I can say, like, after a couple dates, I be trying to figure out the cheapest way I could be like, "Oh, this not the date I'm paying for." Like, shit.
Where you taking her? Wait, where you taking her?
No, I'm cooking. I'm gonna cook. I'm gonna make
you gonna do a picnic?
I'm gonna do the picnic.
You gonna do a picnic?
With some cut out peanut butter and jelly hearts or some shit.
Not the peanut butter and jelly.
We going kayaking. I don't know. I'm gonna come up with some creative shit. Okay, baby.
Kayaking ain't cheap.
Because I be going to places where I can control the price. I know if you buy everything off the menu, I can still afford it.
Okay. Miss Jacqueline says she ain't paying for no date, but if he buys the groceries, she'll cook him a big meal.
Ever, Miss Jackie? You ain't ever paying for it?
No, I think she mean like the first date.
Oh, no. We already agreed upon that.
But if he buys the groceries, that's...
No, not on the first date.
No. I'm not cooking on the first date. No.
Absolutely not.
No.
Yeah, so that's not happening.
But then some people are like, well, you won't cook on the first date, but you'll smash on the first date.
I'm not doing neither unless I met you like in a club and we not cooking or we not worried about none of that. So
Well,
that's not even up for discussion.
Well, we don't
That
go
mean
to
we
the
met
club,
at
so that ain't never gonna happen.
I mean, there was once a time.
Once a time in
There was
life.
once a
time in life.
So yeah, and that's just a one night stand. That's not dating.
No, yeah, for sure.
But I think the answer is it depends on your finances.
So wait, you don't feel like okay? So what if you pursued this guy? Don't say that's impossible, because I don't know why women act like they can't talk to men.
I'm trying to think. I'm not gonna ask a guy on a date. Like, that's for sure. Even if I think a man.
So you've
is
never approached the guy?
No, I might get body language to say like, "Hey, come talk."
When
to
I
me.
say approach, I don't mean like you want to fuck. I don't mean that.
No, I know. But
I just mean start conversation.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yes, but at the end of the day, I'm not going to close by, "Hey, do you want to go on a date?" I'm still going to
But
wait
that's
for
not fair,
him.
because guys are shy too.
If you that goddamn shot after I done twirl my hair,
I'm gonna need you to man up, bruh.
and push my titties together, and you still
I'm gonna
acting
need
crazy,
you to man
like
up.
forget it. At that point,
I'm just trying to see all sides of the situation.
Dr. Hollywood said she learned. I don't know who he's talking to. He's talking about I jumped in his DMs.
What?
Zach said, "Well, you
Did
can."
she pay for the first date, Dr. Hollywood? Tell us. Luke, what you think?
Any recommendations that we go to for lunch for my birthday? Smooth, let them know the truth. Well, you can assume a man always wants to smash. Let's start there, Chelsea.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm
That's a
going to get
given.
my lobster tail and my steak and my all the other stuff before I go.
You know what I used to do? Every first date, Gigi's on the water. I'll meet you there. And you got a valet.
So I think it too it depends on how the guy comes across, because there's some men, especially here in South Florida, where men are always really flashy about their money and talking about how much money they got and what they do and this, that, and the third. Now, if you come like you got it, I'ma spend it. Period. Don't ask me to go to Chili's if you talking about
If
how
all
much
you
money
talk
you
about
got.
is your bread. For real.
Because I'm going to Google the place that Obama and Michelle went to in Miami, and I'm going to ask you to take me there.
But usually when they lead with that, you already know it's a downhill battle from there. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you really getting in substance if that's all the conversation?
Right, but I'm going to still go to my nice dinner.
Yeah.
I'm still going to go.
Of course.
Like, that's happening. But anyway, yeah, I think it all depends on how creative you are. There is somebody who said that they would spend a max of like $300. And I think that's decent.
I think that's decent.
I think that's a decent amount.
Because you might want to go eat, then you might want to go to the club, then drinks ain't cheap.
Yeah,
especially
you
down
can
here.
spend $300 at a
Restaurant,
a decent
especially here.
restaurant. Yeah,
Especially here.
especially if you guys are both drinking alcohol. So if you want to get her tipsy, now if you spending $20 or $30, unless y'all drinking Four Locos, sis is going home sober. Okay.
Yo, this single life is trash.
It's
trash.
Well, Teyana Taylor isn't single.
No, but she is with the shits.
You could go into this story.
So I guess this girl, it's funny. I saw the TikTok before all of this got big.
Well, you gotta explain it because I don't even know everything that's going on.
This girl, she basically put out a TikTok saying how she worked for this couple, and the wife caught her husband cheating, and then they found her on the floor in the bathroom because she had too much candy.
What? Repeat it.
We have a clip. We have the clip of the video. But basically, she was the assistant for Teyana or whatever, and she's basically trying to say Iman got caught cheating. Mm-hmm. And when she found out, I guess she went on a coke binge, and they had to kick down the bathroom door.
Teyana Taylor went on a coke binge.
Supposedly, allegedly. And they had to kick down the door to get her out. She was laying on the floor, and she was high. So, I don't know, but Teyana says she better come with her court coins because she is about to sue her. But I think the girl, here it is right here, but I think the girl.
Oh, this was her assistant?
I don't know. It's a reenactment. It just gives a lot of hints.
So candy is code for Coke?
I guess so.
So what is Teyana saying about all this?
So basically, did you see like all the stuff that was going on in the video? So
Yeah.
the Dancing with the Stars. Remember, he was
Right,
on
he was
Dancing,
on
with, the
Dancing with the
Stars,
Stars.
and then she was just in the hospital not too long ago with exhaustion and dehydration and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, she's saying that people just hate to see a happy couple, you know, thriving. And I don't know, TikTok get people beat up. Like, I just don't understand like why people just feel like they could just do whatever, because that video it's clear who she's talking about.
That video is really detailed, and I feel like if the
Very
lady
detailed.
didn't know
But
that,
you know, where there's some fire, there's always
where there's smoke,
Yeah,
there's always
a
fire.
fire. Yep.
Yeah, so I feel like there's definitely something to this.
I mean, it's not like she's gonna say, "Oh yeah, that happened." You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
right. And
No.
so if she sues, I mean, the lady never said Teyana Taylor's name.
No, but I mean, Dancing with the Stars and
Right.
2 daughters, and you know, are you gonna go for your show? And then it even had like a November 28th when she was in the hospital for real.
Teyana, now listen, if candy is what has you with your 12-pack abs, please let us know. We want to know.
I ain't taking that raw. I don't give a damn.
I want to know. I didn't say I was gonna do it, but I want to know.
Nah,
Cause sis is bad to the bone.
She
Okay.
is cut up like a transformer. Like,
And I mean, if Halle got cheated on, if Beyonce got cheated on, you know, there's possibility for Teyana.
I'm not saying I doubt that there's some truth to it, but like you said, where there's smoke, there's fire.
So yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting if she does end up taking this to court. But I think that Teyana needs a better publicist, and she should have come out with not even recognizing that.
I wouldn't even respond.
Yeah, I would not have even.
I would not even
responded.
responded. I would have put all the legal folks on her. Period.
Yeah. And then, you know, go on about your life, because you're bringing even more views to this page.
I don't know why people even feel like they gotta respond.
Right.
Like, think what you want. Like, we over here chilling. We good. Even if he did cheat, so what?
Right.
Like, what?
All she had to do, it was in a couple days after she got out of the hospital, posted
Yeah.
a family picture and
I wouldn't,
been like,
I wouldn't
we
even
good.
responded. Like, think what you want. I'm good over here with my 2D dining room. I love her dining room.
That's all you
so
talk about.
fly.
Zach said, wish YouTube was working so we could see what you guys are talking
Yeah,
about.
the YouTube is not.
Okay.
Okay, he said it's working now.
Forever Somebody said, I got so nervous on a first date with this chick. I had it planned out for a nice restaurant and I forgot my wallet home. This before Apple Pay. So we went to IHOP and had an amazing time. Dang, I would have thought your ass was lying.
That's so tricky. That is so tricky.
He said she paid for IHOP too. Wow, she a real one.
She a real one. I mean, it happens. It's just tricky. You, like I said, you have to really like this person. You have to.
Yeah, that you can't just be there for the lots.
Let's move on. We got 20 minutes left and we got a lot to cover.
We do?
Yes, girl.
Oh.
We got to get to, I don't know.
All right.
Skip a little bit.
Pretty Ricky member Baby Blue went to prison for 20 months after pleading guilty to one count of conspiracy to commit wire fraud. In October 2020, he was arrested for filing fake PPP loans. He admitted to spend the money at the Hard Rock and buying luxury cars. But in the Clad TV interview, he says that he didn't know what was going on and that the company he was working with was doing the loans without his knowledge. Now, I watched this whole 30-minute
That was supposed
interview.
to be Vlad. Sorry, typo, guys.
Oh, I called it Clad.
No, that's what's on the paper.
I watched the interview, and I think you did too, right?
Yes.
And so he pretty much was saying he gave his information, his LLC information, to a company that he was consulting. He never said what he was consulting them on, but he gave his business information to them, and this company is known for giving money to up and coming athletes, loaning up and coming athletes money. And so they asked him for the information, he gave it to them, and then all this money ended up being in his bank account, and he never asked them why. He never asked them any questions. He just used the money. He said he gave it out to people who was on his team, this, that, and the third. And this company did it for a bunch of other celebrities and artists. And now, since that company got caught, the people in that company, they snitched. So, first of all, you say what you think about
if
this.
If somebody put $400,000 in my account, the first thing I'm doing is getting a lawyer. The first thing. Because we're going to make sure when I spend this bread, I'm not going to jail. Right.
And he said the first thing he did was give them some kickback. He gave them a kickback
of $100,000. So
basically,
you were doing loan sharking, which is illegal either way.
Right.
So you've been in the streets and I've been in the gang. That's all, Right. You're not as smart as you acting like.
He's so dumb, and you can tell it in the interview.
He has to pay $1 million in restitution and $1 million in, I forgot what it's called. But bro, like
he ain't got it.
Pretty Ricky was lit. I've never been a fan of Pretty Ricky. That's just not.
Really?
Nah, never.
It was the shit.
5 a.m. No.
All night.
No, never been a fan. But I'm just saying, like, come on, bro. You know better. So don't sit here and try to play victim. You know how many people reached out to me talking about, let me do a PPP loan for you, blah blah blah. And let me tell you, I didn't get no unemployment till July. Okay, so I had to hustle. Bitch was making masks. Bitch, I was doing everything. I was doing nails at home. Like, I wasn't going to sit around broke. You know what I'm saying? And people were coming to me like, I'll get you $20,000, $30,000. And I was like, yeah, I don't like prison. I'm good.
Right. And yeah, like, the whole story was fishy to me. I don't feel bad for him, but I'm sure him going to prison for whatever. How long is he in prison for? He's
20 months.
Yeah, like he gonna sit that out.
And he'll probably get out a little bit.
Get out early. Yeah. He gonna do fine.
Yeah,
all he got to do is protect himself, and he gonna be good.
Keep that booty hole closed.
Right. That's exactly what I was talking about. But I mean, after watching the video, I'm like, you're guilty, sir. You are guilty.
100%.
And go sit down.
Just go sit down. I really want to talk about this divorce of the century. I'm sorry.
Okay, let's go.
I hate to skip around, but this video is so savage that I just want everybody.
How long is this video?
To hear. I think it's like 2 minutes.
All
it's
right.
very short.
Let's go to it because I haven't watched this clip.
So, Luke, it's the Savage News, divorce of the century. This man, he should have been my, financial advisor in life. Just listen.
Seen at a party and they really hit it off. They ended up getting married even though she was 30 years younger than him.
You gotta turn it down.
Back in 1994, Gabriel met Christina at a party and they really hit it off. They ended up getting married even though she was 30 years younger than him. They were happily married for 20 years, but then Christina decided that she wanted to get a divorce. But when she went to her lawyer, she was shocked to hear that she was already divorced from Gabriel 20 years ago. And this is because 4 months after their marriage, the couple went to the Dominican Republic for a vacation. And Gabriel divorced her there because that's the only country where one party can file for a divorce without informing the other party. And he says he did this because he knew one day Christina would divorce him and try to take all his money. Back in 1994,
savage life.
Yeah, that was pretty savage. I lied. I did see this.
Bro,
I did see this clip.
Savage. Listen, folks. If you want to divorce your partner, go to the DR.
Do you think that's still there? It's still
probably
a legal thing there.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably not. I don't think the U.S. would respect that. I think you would still legally be married here in the U.S. They don't give a damn about. I think back in the days, it was a lot easier, but that's
first
just
of all,
so smart.
If
though.
she was fucking and sucking your old wrinkly penis, she deserves.
I would have killed to that. Oh, he would have been dead.
She deserves some type of money because she was not with you for your looks, sir. At that
20 years she stayed.
Yeah,
I would have murked him. I'd have been
a long
in prison.
Time.
Yeah, I would have pulled the plug on that oxygen and charged my phone. I would have literally unplugged his oxygen to charge my phone. I I don't know. I just feel like, yo, like people really be thinking ahead of the game. Like,
They do. But I mean, he was old, he was wise, so that meant she needed to definitely be on top of her game so that she could outsmart him, and clearly
I would
she
have
wasn't.
beat his old ass. Yo, like,
Imagine.
are you serious? Like the thought process that went into that, and you gonna divorce him? I wonder what she ended up getting. I'm gonna do my research because I need to know more.
Yeah.
I need to definitely know more.
That was definitely an interesting one.
You know what? I don't think I sent him. Did you get the sneaky link video, Luke?
I don't think you did.
I don't see the link on here.
But we do have the gender.
Let's do the gender. Damn, I didn't put my sneaky link video. So basically, this we're talking about like gender. How do you say this? Because I'm gonna be real. Like this conversation is very tricky,
and it was sent to us by a loyal viewer.
Very
I don't know
loyal.
if you want us to say who it is.
Yes. Zach.
Wow, throw him under the bus. You gotta explain it because I didn't watch the whole thing.
So basically, this couple, he refers to himself as they, and this one refers to himself as male. I don't know I don't understand.
But they're both have penises.
Yes, they're transgender. But I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Saucy Santana, this guy. If you're dressed as a woman, why don't they get rid of the beard? Just a question.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like they be having like 80 inches to the butt, and
but then they still
a
have
full beard. But anyway,
they still
okay.
have the beard,
so basically, they were just talking about like gender roles being played in school, as far as like children. Like one mother, she was like her child came home crying because a kid in her class was like, I refer to myself as they, and she was like, I don't know what that means. And the little child was like very, very mean to her. Like, you know, I didn't get the whole video because I didn't watch the whole thing, but I just feel like this is a very touchy topic.
So this month I saw on the cover of two African American magazines, I think it was Essence and maybe Ebony, I don't know, but I know that, what's that comedian lady, the black comedian lady who's
Wanda Sykes?
Wanda
no,
Sykes?
not Wanda. No, not Wanda. She's married. She's lesbian. She used to do. Maybe you can Google the cover of Essence, the new cover of Essence, and get me her name, Luke. But she has a photo with her mate.
Oh, the girl lady from Claws.
Yes.
What's her name?
But her mate is like very masculine looking, and like even in the cover, like she's covering her breasts as if she looks manly. And I'm like, if you want to promote this lesbian marriage, why not both of you?
Girl, I'm not touching this with a 10-foot pole. I am not.
These are just questions that I want to know.
Yeah, I just let people refer to themselves as whoever they want to be.
Well, that's not even a referral. That's just like imagery. It's like you're on the cover of this magazine, but one of you still looks very masculine.
Well, here's the thing. The thing is, like, it's like walking on eggshells, because if you walk up to someone and you're in a conversation and you say, oh, I was just talking to her, bitch be ready to kick your ass. Like, I don't refer to myself as her. I am they. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's very, very, I'm not
even in our profession, we sometimes will get people where we don't really know how to refer to.
I did a man the other day. He wanted a full set. Like,
it could have been a they.
See what I'm not, listen, I'm not, Zach, I'm not touching this. Look,
You
Zach,
just gotta
this
be
was
like-
my type. This was my topic.
I guess at that point, you just got to be like, hey, and not say like, you know, nothing. Just be like, hey.
But why? I mean, I'm not knocking people for how they feel about this, but I just feel like this world is just too much. Like, why everything got to be something?
I don't know.
Where did this come from?
It came from people wanting to be their true self, be their authentic self.
Right. So what is the point of having a penis and a vagina?
I don't know, but this is the question that I also have, and maybe if somebody watching can answer, is when you're in male in male relationship or female in female relationship or they in they relationship, who takes what roles? Is I think in a normal heterosexual relationship, you know, you normally assume like the man's gonna take out the trash, or the man's gonna change the tires, or the man's gonna handle anything with the cars, and the woman's gonna take care of the domestic things. But then how do you, like years ago, this was like maybe 10, 15 years ago, the guy I was dating at the time, we was leaving a club, and there was 2 lesbians, and neither of them knew how to change their flat tire. And so they asked my boyfriend at the time to change the flat tire, and he was like, yeah, that's what happened when you
Yo, I am not touching this. Like,
but because
I'm not touching it.
You both have that same, I guess.
So you feel like somebody need to have some masculinity around him.
Or somebody, if you are playing that masculine role in the relationship, you need to know how to change the flat tire. You need to know how to do those things. Or else, unless y'all gonna be hiring somebody, or don't just go out. And I don't see you asking a man, because in a heterosexual relationship, if I'm stuck on the side of the road and my man don't know how to change the tire, I'm finna be cursing him out. Or I'm going to tell him he need to call somebody who knows how to do it. I'm not going to be stopping another man and asking him to change the tire.
I'm letting you have this. This is all you, boo-boo.
Wow.
I ain't touching it.
Wow. Well, Zach, I'm not really sure exactly what you wanted us to discuss.
Yeah, because I didn't get to watch the whole thing. I tried to, but I didn't get to watch the whole entire thing. But I do know that a lot of parents, at one part that I did watch, a lot of parents were saying how their kids are confused in school, and you know, the children don't understand why they have to watch what they say. And I just feel like these kids don't get to be kids no more. I'm so thankful I am done raising kids, because baby.
Yeah, but I think that that's why they kind of want to introduce it into learning, so that the kids aren't confused, and that, you know, the parents, I guess, don't have to teach it at home, so that it becomes easier for the kids to understand, because it's going to happen younger and younger and younger, where kids are being introduced to these scenarios.
So what are we supposed to do?
I mean, I don't really have the answer to it. I mean, if you don't want your child exposed, I say homeschool, but at the end of the day, it's everywhere. So you just kind of have to educate and just go ahead. What do you say, Luke?
I agree with Leah, and I'm not touching this. Especially on your podcast.
I'm not touching it. I just feel like, I don't know.
Okay, well, thanks for including it on
Going back to the old
rundown.
story. I know I had a really amazing video. I don't know why I didn't get to send it to Luke. I don't know. But how would you feel if your partner, married husband, told you that you were his sneaky link, and that when you guys got married, everybody was surprised and nobody knew y'all was fucking? How would you feel? God, I don't know how I didn't get Luke this video. I'm so mad at myself.
Sex. Well, I would be happy if no one knew that we weren't having sex, because I don't need you to tell everybody that we're having sex.
Well, I guess nobody knew they were together, period. But it was more of her tone. I am so mad at myself. I'm going to have this video next week, because I really want y'all to see this video. But her tone was basically like, he was like, do you have a sneaky link? And she was like, well, yeah, you was my sneaky link. And he looked at her. He was like, for real? And she was like, yeah. You know how many niggas didn't know we was together, was surprised when we got together? Like, she was talking to him really rough.
I saw the video, and I don't think it was that rough. And I don't think that other men, when you're dating several men at a time, you don't need to tell each one that, okay, no, about this one and that one and that one and this one. No.
But you didn't. I can understand we're dating. But you wait till we get married to tell me that I was your sneaky link? I don't need to tell
you was my sneaky link. If you was coming over at nighttime and busting it down and leaving before the sun come up,
I don't owe you no explanation.
Yeah, you knew you was
wasn't
my sneaky
spending
link.
the night.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You already knew what was going on.
I agree.
It's no need for me to explain that. But I think what's more interesting is, like, have you ever dated or, like, gotten into a serious relationship with your second choice?
Yeah, that's true. Zach is on our ass tonight. Zach said, if you got a beard, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to call you a man. He said, look, next week, y'all better be prepared to bring this topic up. Watch this video in its entirety, and then y'all will see why I'm annoyed. I will watch it. It just
We
today
might
was
do a reaction
hectic
video.
day. Yeah,
We
I
might
think
do a
that's, you want to
reaction
do
video.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do a reaction video on Thursday.
Yep.
And we'll go live, and we're going to dissect the video, and we're going to figure it out. And
We
see
will unpack it.
why
Zach.
you mad, Zach. We're going to figure it out. But I don't know. I just feel like it's just too much pressure. I feel like everything is a problem.
You still talking about the gender roles, or we talking about dating your second
Well, I was
choice?
talking about the gender roles.
Oh.
Yeah, because
we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we'll talk about that Thursday.
So have you ever dated your second choice, or like gotten into a serious
My
relationship with your
husband was my second choice.
Really?
Yeah.
Did it turn out good?
No.
Oh.
That's why I will never do that again.
On Love is Blind. I don't know.
Yes,
Have you been watching it?
I don't have time to sit around and watch Netflix.
Wow.
I really wish I did. And I tried to at night, and then I fall asleep.
Wow. So for those of you who've been watching Love is Blind, that happened to one of the couples on there. He like low-key, one of the guys low-key proposed to a lady.
Someone said that was disrespectful. She didn't need to tell us that. I don't know what that meant. Just go harder. Go finish your comment. Let us know what you're talking about. But go ahead.
So on Love is Blind, one of the guys, he low-key proposed to one girl. She said no, and then he proposed to another woman, and she said yes. And so far, they've this is a spoiler alert, they've gotten married, and things have turned out good. And I'm just curious, like, how many people out there really date or like get into serious relationships with their second choice? That's interesting to me. So I don't know. Leave us a comment. Either.
See, this is why I did not want to touch this subject.
What she said.
I'm gonna let you.
Let me see.
I'm gonna let you handle that.
Some people are born with both, and they are left to decide what they want. They have the Trini and Rainbow babies, and the schools are trying to get a handle on them bullying other children. Yeah, I agree,
I
but
get
how
that.
do you know what they got in their pants?
That's my whole point. How do we know? Why is everything such a like issue? Like, I don't know.
Just Chan, I don't know what you're saying is disrespectful to. And
Yeah, I wanted her to.
Anyway,
reply.
it's time for us to end the show for the night. Unfortunately, we want to remind you that if you want to show us some support after all of the things that we said tonight, send us a donation to our Cash App, which is $ the Chit Chat Live. Listen, $1. $1. We
$1 per person.
Yeah,
you know?
we would love it. Like, just be like, hey, thank you. Thank you for going live for a whole hour tonight.
We
love
appreciate it.
it.
She said she was talking about the sneaky link topic. She didn't have to expose her husband like that. Like you said, she was being very rough.
Oh, I didn't feel
Yeah.
like she was being rough.
You rough. That's why she don't feel like it.
That was shade.
Yo, I sit next to Chelsea at work with her clients, bro. She be like, you need to sit straight. She be like, you need to give me your hand.
I am nice to these people. Don't listen to her. We appreciate everybody who tuned in. We are on Apple Podcasts. So if you missed parts of the show and you're driving to work tomorrow morning, you can open up the podcast app on your phone. Some of you might not even know it's there.
And make sure you like it. Make sure you like it.
Search the Chit Chat Live. You can leave a review. You can listen to any of our previous podcasts. We are also on all the other major podcast streaming sites. You can also watch the show, the replay of the show on YouTube. We need a couple more subscribers to reach 200 for the month.
We're almost there.
Make sure if you haven't done so already, you subscribe to our YouTube channel. And we appreciate everybody who tuned in live. We will see you next week.
All right. Have a good night. I gotta pee.
Me too. We got to do a bathroom break, Luke.
Oh my God. Oh my my God. Oh my God.